Let's answer today's first journaling question. What has it been like experiencing teaching in my home in the last 3 years thus far, beginning in September 2023? I've had the interruptions. I've had my students tell me to be quiet. I've had my students tell me that's incorrect. And by the way, I've come to do the research only to find out yes, it's correct. However, it's just different in the way that it's approached to the understanding in different fields and facts, but it all leads to the same exact answer. I've had that happen. I've even had my students tell me at 8:30 a.m. in the morning to be quiet when everyone's in the classroom and the national anthem is being played. I've had students tell me to be quiet at 8:30 a.m. in the summertime when there is summer school going on and I'm teaching in a summer school forum in order to earn my extra coin and my extra paycheck. I've had students in my home tell me to be quiet. So here's what I have picked up on and what I have decided to do with all of those interruptions. I decided to take it in stride and I said, teach yourself at home how to handle the interruptions so that when you do eventually go in the classroom, you only handle those interruptions in the same way that you've handled them at home because you've taught yourself how to see it before you actually live it in the classroom. That's what I've taught myself as a teacher in the last 3 years. But here's also what I've come to find out in the teaching realm, it's all a setup. And I'm going to tell the truth. It's all a setup. Teachers have set up students to attack them in the classroom because they want to go home early. They want to go home early. Teachers in the public school have sent my children home early because they don't want to be in the classroom themselves anymore. And they're in the public classroom telling me, oh, gee, at least I got in the classroom before you. Next thing you know, my doorbell is ringing at 3:15 when my daughter and my son doesn't get home until 4:10 p.m. at a full day scale. But she got in the classroom before me. Now, let's talk about the property in the classroom. Everything is 100% bought by the teacher in the classroom. Therefore, the existence of Exodus 20, verse 15 in the Bible, you shall not steal, they are all leading towards different forms and different types of education based towards how you set up your public classroom, towards how I set up my bedroom as my classroom. I sleep in here. I eat in here. I shower in here. I live in here. I live in here. And my teacher's budget that I get is $332 a month. That's the teacher's budget that I get at the end of every single month. At the end of the year, that's $3,342. $3,342 just to hear a planned argument from a teacher to tell her to be quiet at 8:31 a.m. in the morning because you're in the classroom building and I'm not. Tell her to be quiet because you're not supposed to be teaching in your bedroom. So let me ask you a question. All those classroom supplies that you brought in South Africa, where did you bring them in from? Was it not the bedroom in your house? Did you not have to store them in that bedroom first? Or am I lying about that? Because that's what I'm doing right now. And before you go into the classroom, you're given 3 years' time to build your territory, to build your classroom. Am I lying about that too? Am I lying about that too? Before you go in the classroom, you're given 6 years to build your notes that you're going to teach your students in that second grade classroom. Am I lying about that too? Am I? So let's stop the bullshit as teachers. Let's stop the communal lying and just hawk it up to, well, you want to hire black people for slavery factors and not for their fucking knowledge and understanding of what they know. Slavery. Tell the black bitch to be quiet because my ass is white and I don't want you saying anything to me as a black bitch in the classroom. Let's just chalk it up to that bullshit. Let's just chalk it up to the bullshit of you want to tell a black bitch to be quiet because you don't want this black bitch being in the same schoolroom as you because your ass is white. Let's chalk it up to the competition of who can teach this second grade geography course better. Let's chalk it up to who can tell the students to lie to their parents about being in class when they're not even really in class. We're teaching them how to, well, steal in order so we can call 911 on the students in the classroom. Because that's what all this competition is about, and telling me to be quiet when I tell you, you shall not steal. Exodus 20, verse 15. Not only am I talking to the students, I'm talking to you too. Let's just chalk it up to that bullshit. Because you see, every time something goes missing in your classroom and it's a black student that takes it, something is supposed to go missing. Why the fuck is my skincare going missing when it's a pen that went missing for your ass, bitch? Suzette? Why the fuck is one of my skincare items going missing? Why the fuck is one of my body washes going missing when it's a motherfucking pen that went missing for you, Suzette? A motherfucking pen. And you gonna tell me that as a black bitch teaching in the classroom, I don't know what a motherfucking pen looks like? It looks like this for me. It cost me $1.25. It cost them 13 cents to make this. So you're gonna tell the student in my classroom to steal a skincare because the student in your classroom stole a 5-cent Dollar Tree, $1.25 pen that didn't even write for 2 minutes, Susan. Because it's not all cocked up to slavery now, is it? Just like I didn't damn well go to McDonald's now, did I? Susan. Black student steals a pen in your classroom by asking for one. Steal her skincare from her in Canada for teaching in her bedroom. But oh gee, I got to the classroom first, and now I have to drive every single mileage in my car, and it's a problem to drive every single mileage in my car because if insurance doesn't take it, it's gonna be your fault if insurance doesn't take the mileage in the car when damn well insurance takes the mileage in the car, Suzette. Insurance takes the mileage in the car. And the insurance company credits you for the mileage you drive to the school in the car. Oh, yes, they do, Susan. Oh, yes, they do. 2026 Teaching Probabilities. For me, my name is Cherie Stewart. Your name is Suzette. February to June 26, everyday setting. Number one, teaching valued lessons right here. Stop stealing from me because a black bitch stole your pen because you planned it. Number two, reading examples by far. The Lotus Shoes, Jane Yang. Stop complaining that you ain't got nothing to do because you didn't take your 3 years to plan that they gave you out of six. Because that's what I'm doing. Number two, three, textbook reading, power, learning, and your life. Number four, music, correlation, topics to sound. Explain why you wrote the song from the Bible. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 to 13, completed in answer format. And what are the songs attached to that scripture? How do you, by the way, leading to how do you teach the Bible in the classroom without having to bring the Bible in the classroom? Because ain't everybody gonna be a Christian in the classroom when they come a Christian. But my goal is hopefully somebody end up coming and believing just by reading Joshua 1 verses 13 to 22 in the book Power about education and life. This is how you teach the Bible in the classroom without having the Bible in the classroom. And every student across the globe has this handbook now. This is Joshua chapter 1, verses 13 to 22. So that, what are the songs attached to that book? Rihanna, Work. What's my name? Stay. We found love and diamonds. So that is an opportunity for you. Go pick up that microphone, that jukebox, and go sing Rihanna Work in karaoke. Hopefully your voice still crack like a crocodile. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later, Suzette. Bye.